Once again, thank you everyone for joining our online sharing today. I'm very happy because I believe many of you are very excited for our topic as we are going to talk on this enzyme catalyst. By the way, may I just quickly check with you, how many of you understand about this enzyme catalyst? In fact, when we talk about this enzyme catalyst, it is something different than the word called enzyme. All right, so they are two totally different things. But of course, we will try to analyze and explain in further detail so that we can have a better understanding of these two different terms, enzyme and enzyme catalyst. But bear in mind that we need enzyme catalysts at all times because enzyme catalysts are something that can activate or catalyze most of the enzyme activities in the body so that we can live healthily and to prevent ourselves from most of the chronic diseases. All right, so are you ready for the topic for today? Okay, so let's start with our sharing with this term called metabolism. Well, we will go through a lot of new terms today because if you want to understand the importance of enzyme catalysts, we have to know some of the important keywords. Okay, when we talk about this metabolism, it refers to the chemical reactions that take place in every second throughout our human cells. So the purpose of having this metabolism in the body is to produce energy. Okay, we need to have sufficient amount of energy for most of the cellular activities, right? So without sufficient amount of energy, the cells, the organs, the systems may not able to function at this optimal level, all right? And it is estimated that countless of chemical reactions or metabolisms are happening in our body in just 1 second. So imagine, it is a set of very important body activities that help to sustain our health, all right? And in order to ensure a normal and healthy metabolism, we need to have enzymes, all right? So enzyme is the key that move this metabolism, all right? So what are enzymes? Enzymes are just protein, okay, in a simple explanation. But enzymes can be differentiated by their structures and their functions. Okay, but after all, we need all types of enzymes to complement each other for a complete metabolism. All right. Of course, in some cases, we do not have a very active enzymic activity. Right. So people who always complain of body weakness, okay, or those who are suffering from most of the chronic problems are basically having a very low enzyme activities, okay, and therefore with this low enzyme activity or low enzyme efficiency easily cause a lot of metabolic related disorders, right? And there are several reasons that may increase for a low enzyme efficiency. So let's take a look. The most important one is of course the lack of enzyme catalyst. Right, and this is the main focus for today. Okay, so what are enzyme catalysts? As I say, enzyme catalysts are those elements that activate or move the enzyme activities in the bodies. They are naturally present in most of the food that we are eating. Basically, they can be found in fruits and vegetables, even meat and so on. But due to unhealthy diet, imbalanced eating habit, especially those who prefer to have high fat, high cholesterol, or high salty food intake, the amount of core enzymes and core factors, okay, will be very much deficient. And these are the two most important enzyme catalysts that work well in the metabolism. Okay, and if you want to correct the metabolism, actually the most important part is to correct in terms of what we eat so that we have a sufficient amount of this core enzyme and core factors from the food, so that we have a better enzyme activities. Okay, but of course many people do not aware on this and therefore they suffer with a lot of metabolic related condition. So other than this, enzyme can be greatly affected by other inhibitors like medicines, Okay, people who are on long-term medical treatments have to take medications over a long period of time. But of course, if you take too much of medication, for those who are taking medication for high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, and so on, these medicines will pose a greater damage to the enzyme activities, and it will also affect how the cells work in the body. As such, people who always rely on medication will easily suffer from a lot of problem resulted from the low efficiency of enzyme activity. Okay, and that's why it is always important to avoid relying on just taking medication. It should be balanced with other forms of natural therapy so that we can minimize the side effect of taking this medication. At the same time, the exposure to disinfectants, pesticides, and insecticides will also give some impact on the enzyme efficiency. And furthermore, high temperature cooking will also destroy or damage some of the enzymes that are very important and they are essential to maintain a healthy metabolism. So for those who like to cook, okay, make sure you have a proper technique. Do not destroy most of the important enzymes that are found in the fruits, vegetables. Okay, if it is possible, you can take it in fresh, because most of the enzymes are not able to tolerate well with the high heat, okay, or high temperature. So these are the three main important reasons that may lower the enzyme efficiency, and as a result, it will cause low metabolism in the body. And after the, apart from the three main reasons that we have shown just now, the current situation will also affect how people react, in terms of the metabolic process in the body. For example, okay, if you have a high stress work, okay, you're exposed to a lot of stress, whether from your working environment, your home, or stress come from friends or family members. The exposure of stress over a long period of time will definitely lower your immune system, and when your immune system goes down, okay, your enzymatic activities will also be greatly affected. And how does it relate to our metabolism? Let's take a look on the digestive part. So if you are in high stress, okay, for example, okay, you have a lot of work waiting for you, and we know that sometimes you may need to finish your meal within a short period of time. Let's say you should have a 30 minutes of time for you to have your dinner, okay, but due to overloaded of work, okay, you have to finish your meal, your food, maybe within 10 to 50 minutes. Okay, so in that situation, you will give a very big impact on your digestive system, especially on your stomach and your colon. Okay, why? Because your colon will not be able to absorb the nutrients that you eat from your food efficiently, simply because the nutrients are not properly digested at the first part. Okay, the metabolism is greatly affected, and as a result, whatever you eat in the body may not be utilized, and give a beneficial effect to your own health. Okay, so for people who are exposing themselves to stress in long term, okay, they must have certain level of digestive related problems, okay, be it poor digestion or indigestion, okay, or maybe they will suffer from nausea, stomach pain, stomach bloating, sometimes you may have the burning sensation and so on. Okay, this could be due to the poor coordination between the colon and your stomach and also your brain. Okay, so always remember, if I'm in high stress, I think it is good that we can give ourselves a few minutes to relax before we start our meal. Okay, because it is one of the biggest issue that we are facing for people, especially living in the city. Okay, so apart from the relationship on the digestive system, high stress will also increase the risk for a lot of metabolic disorders, say the three highs. Okay, you know what are the three highs, right? Okay, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and even high lipid level. Okay, the reason is very simple. Yeah, a poor metabolism, yeah, will affect the hormone production in the body. Okay, so let's say your hormone production is increased or decreased. Okay, you have a different pattern of eating. People who always take a large amount of food, yeah, simply because they want to reduce the stress, will eventually end up with more fat accumulation in the body. Okay, you see a lot of people, yeah, when they are under stress, okay, they try a lot of desserts, yeah, sweets, yeah, for example, okay, high sugar or high fat snacks, okay, and of course these are out of their control, yeah, because these are mostly related to hormone synthesis, but of course in the long term it is not good for the body, yeah, because you will have an increased body weight and therefore you have a higher chance to get other forms of diseases. On the other hand, if you have unbalanced hormone synthesis, some people may tend to avoid most of the food. Okay, they feel that they are full, but in fact they are not getting enough, okay, for themselves. They have very low appetite. Okay, sometimes they may have this symptom called anorexia. Okay, and at the end they may experience drastic weight loss, okay, or insufficient of nutrients. We call it malnutrition. Okay, so these are the bad consequences, okay, of having too much of stress. So a stress condition is greatly related to metabolism, and the direct relationship is because of the poor enzyme activities in the body. All right, because if you pose too much of stress to the body, okay, the enzyme function will be very much reduced, and therefore you are not able to process the information within your body in the correct way. Okay, and people in this situation will easily get all forms of problems, all forms of diseases, for example. So how to overcome this phenomenon? We know that a lot of people are suffering from stress, okay, whether it's short term or long term. We need to have something to improve the stress management at one place. Okay, so by taking a healthy food will help us. Okay, if you are on a healthy diet, please go on, because it really gives benefits to your general health maintenance. But having a good diet alone, in addition to adequate of exercise, lifestyle changes, may not be sufficient at this point of time, because we know that we have to get all forms of modification from various aspects before proper metabolism can be well maintained. Okay, one single factor may not be so effective. We need to have a. That's the reason why in this modern world we should consider to have some health supplements, okay, on top of a healthy diet, exercise, lifestyle that we are practicing currently. Those are good, but we need to have something that can turbocharge our metabolism in particular. Okay, so because most of the metabolic process are very much reduced, or affected, so we need something to improve, or to activate the enzyme activity. And here's the Synergy, right? Why Synergy is recommended as part of the enzyme catalyst that can help in terms of metabolism, because of the ingredient and the fermentation technologies in the production. All right, so I will share with you some of the key uniqueness of this Synergy. But after all, the most important thing, and the most interesting part of this Synergy is, if you are taking this Synergy or enzyme catalyst over a long period of time on a regular basis, you can maintain a healthy metabolism, and you can be as young and fresh as people who are in the 20s or 30s. Okay, so do not ignore the importance of taking care on your metabolism, because by lowering your metabolic process in the body, you are actually increasing your risk for premature aging. Okay, your lifespan will be very much affected. Okay, so if you have a better metabolism, well, you will experience a better life, okay, energy, okay, and therefore you are healthier compared to those who do not focus in this part. Okay, so Synergy could be your best choice, and here we go with some of the uniqueness. Right, So why Synergies are your best option, okay, other than the foods, okay, lifestyle that you should be incorporating? Well, in looking at the ingredients alone, okay, we are very proud that Synergy contains most of the ingredients, yeah, most of the elements that are essential to maintain our health. It has basically 65 types of botanical ingredients. Right? So imagine all these 65 types of botanical ingredients are not from a single category, but they are from multiple botanical categories. Yeah, some are from algae group, okay, some are grains, some are root vegetables, some are fruits, yeah, or citrus, some are beans, yeah, some are mushroom, some are wild herbs and flowers. So different botanical categories will give a different types of protection, different types of minerals, and therefore, if you take this enzyme catalyst, you will experience a better nutritional enhancement for your body. Yeah, at the first place, because different ingredients will protect you in different ways. All right, and not only that, these different botanical ingredients has gone through 4 seasons. Okay, they has absorbed different elements, different essence, okay, energies, or different important elements that are found in nature. Okay, from the 4 seasons, spring, summer, autumn, and winter, and they are collected from the mountain down to the sea. All right, so it's not only isolated or located at one place, but they are gathered from different area, surround a good and fresh environment, clean air, clean water, and especially in this area called Okayama in Japan. Okay, so the source for this enzyme catalyst is well assured. So if you are taking a good source, with a reliable botanical ingredients, then you are at the right place, to start with a health concept. And of course, after the collection of all these 65 types of important botanical ingredients, the next step will be the fermentation. Okay, and the technology plays an important role here. Okay, so in order to ensure a complete fermentation, or basically the optimal fermentation, we need to know the actual days for the fermentation, and the use of a special technology in fermentation also ensures a quality nutrients production at the end. All right, so for Synergy, we are very particular because we know people who are taking this Synergy may suffer from various types of health problems, and therefore we want to help them to achieve health. So in terms of fermentation process, we are very particular on the number of days and the way it produces the nutrients, okay, the microfine nutrients, right? So a total of 1,200 days. Okay, 1,200 days, almost 3 years of complete fermentation process, has started, before the end result, okay, the microfine nutrients is produced. Okay, so and why, you may wonder why 3 years or 1,200 days, are taken, for this optimal fermentation, because based on a lot of studies, and research, we found that the microfine nutrients are basically in a larger amount, after a complete fermentation of about 3 years. Okay, if it is lesser than 3 years, then maybe not enough of nutrients produced, and if it is more than 4 years, some of the nutrients may go through degradation. They may decline, and at the end, you may not get the sufficient amount of nutrients. Right. So nutrients-wise, 3 years is the perfect time. And not only the nutrients, the antioxidant level is at its optimal level if it is fermented for about 3 years. After the 3 years process, most of the antioxidants will go through the stabilization. You may not go up again, but it will just stabilize, and therefore it's no use to go for unnecessary fermentation after that. All right, so this is the importance of 1,200 days of complete fermentation. Before the complete fermentation, we have this individual fermentation also for Synergy. And every botanical ingredients will go through individual fermentation to make sure most of the nutrients are fermented and produced in the microfine type for easy absorption by the body. And in the whole process, there's no extra heat, no harmful chemical substances are added. Okay, they are well preserved in a controlled environment, so that whatever we get at the end, the nutrients that are helpful for the metabolism. And of course, when we highlight on the microfine nutrients, you may not able to imagine, but let's put it in a simple graphic here. Okay, after the first 6 months of fermentation, we know that the nutrients being produced or being fermented is actually equivalent to the food that has been chewed. Okay, imagine this is a very microfine nutrients. This enzyme catalyst, it will be easily absorbed in your mouth for the first 6 months. But further fermentation, let's say up to 18 months, the nutrients will be further fermented into even smaller size. Okay, and at that point of time, the size is equivalent to the food that can be absorbed directly by the stomach. And after the first 30 months, the microfine nutrients has its size almost equivalent to the one that can be easily absorbed by the intestine. And by the end of the complete optimal fermentation, which is about 42 months, the size of the microfine nutrients can be easily absorbed directly by the fetus. Okay, so there's no reason why it is not good for people with poor metabolism or low metabolic process. Because even the microfine nutrients can be easily absorbed by the fetus. It can be the best choice for all of us, whether you are healthy or semi-healthy, or people who are suffering from different types of illness. Well, it is not just the complete fermentation, with 1,200 days. It is also the selection of 15 probiotics and 3 prebiotics in the technology that makes Synergy something unique for you. And this may not be easily available from other enzyme catalyst product in the market because it is sometimes costly. But we care more on the quality and the efficiency, and therefore the proprietary selection of these 15 strains of probiotics, mainly lactic acid bacteria, and in addition with 3 types of prebiotics, to make it a better fermentation. And of course, these are something unique because if you have added with probiotics and prebiotics, it will make the nutrients become smaller, smoother, and easily accessible and absorbed by the body. Okay, and when we look at the individual benefits of these probiotics, there are many roles, many advantages of having these probiotics in Synergy. Well, we know that probiotics plays an important role in immune enhancement. This is well-known benefits for probiotics, but other than immune enhancement, probiotics also play an important role in insulin function. It helps to improve the food intake or nutrient absorption, especially good for people who have higher or unstable sugar level, to control the sugar level in the blood, and to maintain a healthy pancreas function, to normalize the insulin production, which is important in terms of metabolism. And also it is found to be effective for liver protection, a HEPA protective effect, especially for those who are having high stress. This is one of the biggest reasons that cause toxin accumulation in the body, but probiotics are found to be useful to reduce the toxin level in the liver, and as such, it helps to protect the liver. And of course, for those who have high cholesterol, high blood pressure, they are useful, and this probiotic should be added in whatever food that we are eating, especially and including this Synergy. And last but not least, by having these probiotics, yeah, you have to control the abnormal cell growth, which is very important, yeah, and very much needed, yeah, in the modern world nowadays. Okay, as we are exposed to a lot of unhealthy factors, and any health supplements that can control abnormal cell growth will be added advantage, yeah, for them. Okay, and it is also found to be provided, yeah, by these probiotics. Okay, so basically these are some of the benefits, individual benefits of probiotics, but now we have been added in Synergy. So that's why if you are taking this Synergy, you will see a lot of changes, and you will see a lot of benefits, and not only in terms of the management of tree high, but also in other forms. Okay. Well, this energy has also been gone through these clinical studies internationally and locally. Okay, we have conducted numerous studies, yeah, in cooperation with the local universities, the Institute of Bioscience, UPN, and MARTI. The purpose of having these proprietary clinical studies was to ascertain, yeah, the efficiency of this enzyme catalyst. Yeah, we want to identify what are the target group, yeah, and what are the target benefits for people who take this energy, and how long they experience, yeah, how long they can experience the benefit. And from this proprietary clinical studies, we found that many significant, yeah, impact, yeah, in our health, yeah, by taking this energy. One of the most important findings, yeah, from these clinical studies is a high diversity of polyphenols found in this enzyme catalyst. If you are still remember, yeah, we have talked about this unique fermentation technologies, yeah, with the addition of lactic acid probiotics and prebiotics, yeah, together with 65 types of different botanical ingredients. Okay, so the complete optimal fermentation will at the end, yeah, provide us a very important polyphenols, yeah, a high diversity of polyphenols. Yeah, it is more than 16 types. Okay, and polyphenols are simply antioxidants. Yeah, we need to have sufficient amount of antioxidants, yeah, to fight with the free radicals, okay, to improve our body's ability, yeah, our body defense system to fight with the inflammation, yeah, and so on. So these polyphenols are very much important, and they play a part in liver protection, and they can also help to reduce the body weight, and they are also effective, yeah, in inhibiting the abnormal cell growth. So these are some of the benefits of having these polyphenols in our diet. Now you can get it, yeah, from taking this Synergy, all right, and they are in very high amount. Okay, so this is something unique, yeah, that everyone should know. Well, other than the polyphenols, in terms of the benefits, yeah, that people who have taken this Synergy or enzyme catalyst over a long period of time, okay, so let's say after a few months later, what are the changes that they may experience, right? In terms of tree high management, well, it is well known, okay, and the effect is very significant, okay, because it helps to improve the glucose metabolism. Yeah, it helps to reduce the toxin level, yeah, by improving the detoxification process, and it does protect the liver as well. Okay, so these are some of the proprietary clinical findings, yeah, from the research that we have done, yeah, by Elkin. Okay, so we have done the research ourselves, and we know, yeah, the result is very convincing. So if you are experiencing this problem, yeah, so you must give yourself a try, because it will be very essential for you, yeah, to protect yourself, yeah, before something serious happens. And continuous consumption of Synergy or enzyme catalyst will also help in immunity. Yeah, you will also have to bring down your blood pressure and control your health, yeah, for your blood vessels. Okay, and also if you are looking for fat reduction or weight management, it is also very good, yeah, for you to take Synergy, because if you have a good metabolism, yeah, you will have a better weight management. Okay, you will easily reduce unnecessarily fat deposition in your body, and which is important, yeah, for people. Yeah. So in conclusion, if we are having some forms of illness, for example, if you are suffering from a poor immune function, or if you are suffering from body fatigue, tiredness, stressful, yeah, or many forms of health conditions, be it serious or not, okay, you have to do something. Yeah? At least from the metabolism part, we have this enzyme catalyst that can help you to turbocharge your metabolism, and because metabolism is the basic fundamental part to sustain most of the body activities. Okay, so we need to have this normal metabolism, yeah, for every seconds, right, to go on. So enzyme catalyst can be your best helper, and especially for our product. Okay, and the uniqueness of this energy, as we have gone through just now, it has 65 types of different botanical ingredients. They are taken from various sources, yeah, with the power of 4 seasons. Okay, from many clinical studies has found that if it is taken together with a good nutrition, okay, the lifestyle modification, okay, so you will be having a better metabolism, okay, together with this enzyme catalyst. Okay, so 65 types of botanical ingredients together with 15 types of probiotics and 3 types of prebiotics give you the complete essence, okay, or complete ingredients that are important for the optimal fermentation. Yeah? And the fermentation has taken a complete, the fermentation has gone through a complete fermentation of 1,200 days, which is the optimal days for fermentation that can produce the microfine nutrients. Okay, so always look for those products that has a better source, a source that is reliable with unique technologies. Okay, because only through these 2 key points we are able to get the microfine nutrients that can work well in the body. Okay, so the microfine nutrients can be easily absorbed, and not only the microfine nutrients, it has also these polyphenols, yeah, one type of antioxidants that protect your body, yeah, in all day, right? And of course, in addition to the proprietary clinical studies that we have taken, for this enzyme catalyst, we are proud to say that Synergy is a must, yeah, for every one of us, okay, regardless of your age, your gender, yeah, or your working environment. Okay, you may have some forms of metabolic problems, but you may not be aware of that. Okay, so as a prevention, it is good that we take this enzyme catalyst to boost up your immune system and to enhance your general health. Only then you can be healthy, you can avoid most of the unnecessary health problems in the later stage. Okay, so prevention is always important. Metabolism is one of the important part that we should not be ignored. Okay, make it as your objective, yeah, your goal that must be obtained, yeah, achieved, so that you can be healthy even though you are at an advanced age. Okay, so don't get the age, yeah? Don't be affected by the age, as the age can be the main killer, yeah, for your metabolism. Now you have this synergy that can improve your general metabolism, yeah. So your actual age, yeah, can be different, but your internal environment, yeah, can be something special, yeah, if you are on a healthy diet together with this power of enzyme catalyst. All right, so that's all for my sharing for today. I hope you enjoy the topic that we have arranged for you. And before I end my session, thank you for joining our session, and we will see you in the near future. Thank you very much.